President Trump says he's sticking with his July the 9th trade deal deadline while renewing his threat then to cut off talks and slap duties on various nations, including Japan.
You're writing letters to a lot of countries, and I think you're just starting to understand the process. We've dealt with Japan. I'm not sure if we're going to make a deal. I doubt it with Japan. They're very tough, and therefore you'll pay a 30%, 35%. Or whatever the number is that we determine, because we also have a very big trade deficit with Japan, as you know.
OK, joining me now is Bloomberg senior editor Bill Faries. And Bill, the pushback against Japan seems to have grown from President Trump in the last few days, or at least it's become underscored. What do we know in terms of Japan's response? Is this a Trump positioning ahead of a potential deal, or is there real concern right now that relations in terms of these trade talks could break down?
Yeah, it's really hard to know. I mean, we're a week out from that July 9th deadline. Is this just a Trump strategy to really tighten the screws on Japan to get some last-minute concessions in these final days? Or is he just so frustrated with the pace of negotiation that he wants to, as he said, just send a letter saying 30%, 35%, you're welcome? We just don't know yet. Trump's strategy, though, is to tend to tighten the screws in the final days. I don't think he's going to talk about extending the July 9th deadline for anyone until we're in that really, maybe perhaps final 24 hours. Japan has taken a pretty soft approach in terms of being optimistic cautiously about where these talks can go. You're right. A month ago, 2 months ago, when this process started, the administration was saying Japan was at the top of the list as one of the countries most likely to make a deal. Now that that deadline's looming, they seem to be changing their tone. It's hard to know whether that's really reflective of how they see the talks going, or if they just want a couple more gives from Japan on things like rice and autos.